segment is sponsored by Whipple Service Champions. With warmer temperatures around the corner, I promise it's around the corner, and now is the perfect time to make sure your air conditioning system is in top shape. Tim is here with expert tips to help. Welcome back to the show, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you. Okay, why is it so important to schedule an AC tune-up in the spring rather than waiting until summer?
Of course. So manufacturers recommend you do a tune-up twice a year before the heating and cooling season. So spring before the heating season, or excuse me, the cooling season. And it's important to do this to make sure your system's operating efficiently. So you don't want to go the whole system with it operating inefficiently and wasting a bunch of electricity, but also an opportunity to do the preventative maintenance and make sure you're not going to have a breakdown when you really need it.
Yeah, when it's hot.
Absolutely.
When you do not want that to break down. Okay, what are some common issues technicians find during a tune-up that homeowners might not notice, that we're not seeing?
Sure. Common thing we're looking for is any sort of dirt, debris. We'll look for that in the filter. If you see it on the system as well, it's generally a good sign that inside the system.
On the outside, so we're looking for that, like a little dirt buildup?
You know, if you see it there, it's probably a good bet that there's dirt and debris on the inside as well. But one thing you do want to look for that a lot of folks don't know about is you'll see a little line running out of your system into your floor drain. And ACs actually produce about a gallon of water an hour when they're running full speed. So what you want to do is you want to check that floor drain, just pour a big bucket of water down there and make sure it's flowing properly so you don't have any water backups as your AC really starts running.
That's good advice. Just flush that through and make sure it's good.
Just make sure it's working.
Good to go. Okay, how can regular maintenance help improve energy efficiency and possibly lower our utility bills? This sounds nice.
Yeah, of course. Best thing you can do is you want to check your filter and make sure, just pull it out, make sure there's not a bunch of dirt, debris, and buildup. What can happen is if you don't change your filter, you'll start to see sort of that debris clogging the system. And what you're actually doing is you're kind of choking the system from pulling air through, and you're making the motor work harder and all the electrical components work a little bit harder than they need to. So that not only reduces your efficiency,
sure,
but it can also start to cause damage.
Okay, good to know. Okay, what are some simple AC maintenance tasks that we can do ourselves?
Of course. If you go to the outside unit, really simple thing. Just take a quick look at your AC unit. Make sure there's nothing really around it. Sometimes trees, shrubs, bushes grow a little too close, so you want to prune those back. If you put any winter storage near it, just move it away. You want good airflow around your AC system outside. If you see any dirt, debris, leaves sort of building up around the outside as well, just go ahead and clear those away. And then on your inside system, same thing. Check that filter, make sure there's no dirt and debris or excessive buildup. Make sure you're changing it regularly. And if you are seeing more than you'd expect, it might be worth having someone come take a more thorough look.
Okay, good to know. Okay, how often, speaking of air filters, should we change them, and why is it so crucial?
Of course, we talked about how the backup in the air filter can reduce efficiency and ultimately lead to more costly repairs. Most cases, it really depends on your home and the type of filter you have. In a lot of cases, you're looking at replacing them about once a month.
Okay.
But there are some really great filters out there. They'll last several months. And also, as we get into the spring season, if some folks are struggling with allergies, there are some really, really great quality products out there that can help reduce the allergy symptoms.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, this is a reminder. If you haven't changed your air filter in a while, and I'm going to take this advice, I'm going to do this tonight, change it out, help it run more efficiently, and save a little money too at the same time, and prevent breakdowns, which is great. Okay, where can we go for more information, Tim?
If you go to whipplethataway.com, that's the best place to learn more about the services we provide or set up a tune-up if you'd like to.
Okay, you're awesome. Thanks so much for all these tips. Great to see you, Tim.
Thank you.